When you are on the go, you need your credit union to be right there with you. Hughes Federal Credit Union makes your life easier. For 60 years, Hughes has called Southern Arizona home and has given back to our community. Isn't that who you want as your financial partner?
Welcome to Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Hughes Federal Credit Union. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley, here with Greg Hansen. You know, Greg, it's Thanksgiving. You know what I am thankful for? The fact that I can ask you like one question, roll my chair away, and let you run Greg Hansen's Video Notebook here. Give me your like three favorite U of A ASU rivalry stories. Go.
1982, 1983, 1984, 1985, 1986. That's it.
That's it.
Those 5 years.
Really?
When Arizona started the streak.
Right.
Every game was a classic that came down to the end. Mm-hmm. Arizona was an underdog in every game, won them all. I can remember more about those games than I can remember all of the games combined from 2000 until now.
Wow. Now, the Chuck Cecil game is one of those.
1986.
Right.
A lot of people say that is the number one game in the school history.
Right.
But the 1982 game, to me, is the number one college football game I've ever attended.
Really? What happened?
ASU was the big brother. They'd kicked the snot out of Arizona for 20 years under Frank Kush. Of course, then he left. Arizona was on NCAA probation, but the game kicks off here. It's not on TV or anything. ASU is 10-0. Arizona is 5-5. ASU has the number one defense in the country. They have a revolutionary blitz defense. Arizona beats them 28-18. They took a 28-0 lead. Their nose guard, Joe Drake, tackled ASU twice for safeties, one guy. They tore down the goalposts and took him over to dirt bags. And at 3 a.m., I was over there looking at the goalposts.
For journalism.
Joe Drake
right.
had one of them.
Whoa.
Joe Drake. I've never been able to surpass that one-game memory.
Wow.
In Arizona football history.
Wow. Why do you think that stretch was so good?
It redefined Arizona's status against ASU. They had been the little brother from when Frank Kush was hired in 1958. Right. Arizona was the little brother for 25 years.
And keep in mind, this was, pre-Arizona as a basketball power. This was, football game was the game every year.
And Arizona's athletic department was, other than Oregon State, which was bottom of the barrel, the worst athletic department in the Pac-10.
Wow.
That game changed everything. Wow. Cedric Dempsey was hired to change everything. He hired Lute Olson 3 months later. Arizona then won 9 consecutive games against ASU, tied one. And every game was a classic finish. Max Zendejas beat him up there on a last-second field goal. The 1985 game, you could argue, is even more compelling than the Chuck Cecil game in '86, because ASU was going to the Rose Bowl. Max Zendejas kicked a 57-yard field goal to beat him.
57.
After being down 13-3 in the fourth quarter.
57?
It was 52, but they got an offside penalty, had to redo it, and made it from 57.
Who makes a 57-yard field goal in college?
Max Zendejas.
Wow.
And you just can't beat that 5-game streak. The Chuck Cecil game might have been the third best of the 5. That's how good that streak was.
He's the best, isn't he? That's it. We're done. We're all done here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. This is Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Hughes Federal Credit Union. For Greg Hansen, I love this. This is my favorite episode. I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.